Happy primetime day! I was a little slow on that one, but that's okay. I am super excited for today. I mean, I feel like I say that every week, but I really am. And today is wear your favorite team's colors. So it could be a sports team, a school, anything, any kind of team. It could be Team Unicorn. It doesn't matter. So if you're not wearing your favorite team's colors, then pause the video and go get them on now. Did you get them on? Good. We are good to go then. Let me know what team colors you're wearing. I am wearing the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I am ready to go for worship. Are you guys ready to go for worship? Let's do worship. Get up on your feet, guys. Here we go.
Everybody, everywhere, all around the world. Listen up right now because I got something to say and I will be heard. I made up my mind, not afraid to show. That's right, gonna leave the past behind, gonna let the whole world know. I am who God says I am. Let me tell you, I am who God says I am. I am forgiven, I am a winner, I have been chosen. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, I am yours.
Woo!
I belong to the one who saved me. I belong to the one who gave his life. So I will take my place. I will stand and say, Jesus, I am yours.
Bring it down. We're gonna pop up and say, I am.
I am who God says I am. I am who God says I am.
Bring it
Let's
to
go.
life.
I am who God says I am. I am who God says I am. I am who God says I am. I am who God says I am.
I am forgiven.
I am forgiven. I am a winner. I have been chosen. Jesus, I am yours. Jesus, I am yours. I belong to the one who saved me. I belong to the one who gave his life. So I will take my place. I will stand and say, Jesus, I am yours.
I belong.
To the one who saved me. I belong to the one who gave his life. So I will take my place. I will stand and say, Jesus, I am who God says I am. 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 You know I
Come on,
am.
sing it loud.
God says I am. I am who God says I am.
Good job, guys. Let's bring it down a little bit with Set a Fire. Are you ready? Let's do this. Whoop.
here in your
Set a
love.
fire.
Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and I can't control. I want more of you, God.
Reach up high,
I
guys.
want more of you, God. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and I can't control. I want more of you, God.
I want more. I want more. Set a fire. Clap it out, guys. Set a fire.
Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you,
Set a
God.
fire.
Set a fire down
Stay down.
in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control.
I want more. Sing it loud. Way down. Great worshiping, guys. That was really, really good. I think I heard some of you all the way from here. So, great work. Let's get ready for our lesson. All this month, guys, we are talking about one word. We are focusing on that one word. We're taking a closer look at who knows what that is. Shout it out right now if you know what word we're talking about all month. Go. If you said compassion, you are correct. Ding, 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 ding. We're talking about compassion. Compassion is when you see somebody who's hurting or having a hard time and you feel with them and for them and you go and help them. That is compassion. So we say this every week, but if you see somebody who's crying and you feel sad for them, because everybody's cried before, so you feel bad for them, you know how they're feeling, and you go over and you help them, you show them compassion, you give them a hug, and you tell them, I've been there, or maybe you tell them, I'm here for you. That is compassion. We have another amazing story from the Bible about compassion, but this time we're moving out of the Old Testament and into the New Testament. That means that we are moving from the first part of the Bible to the second part of the Bible. That also means that we're going to be talking about Jesus. What? Who would have guessed? Our story actually has Jesus in it. But before we get that far, getting ahead of myself, I need you guys to go grab some, I almost dropped all my stuff off my table, some paper and some crayons. Paper, crayons, paper, crayons, paper, crayons. Do you guys have your paper and crayons? Awesome, because during this story you're going to need to draw with your crayons onto your paper. Now, you guys are going to be using paper and crayons, but what I'm going to be using are cups of water. Now don't worry, because I will make my cups of water the exact same color that you are supposed to make your crayons. Deal? Deal. All right. Now, our story is about a man named Zacchaeus. How cool of a name is that? Zacchaeus. It's kind of fun to say. Say it with me. Ready? Zacchaeus. And of course, about Jesus. Now Jesus, he was walking into a city because he was going from teaching from one place to teaching in another place. And everybody heard that Jesus was coming to their city. They were so excited. They really wanted to hear about Jesus, and they wanted to hear him teach. So they all ran to the streets to gather and see him walk into their city, along with Zacchaeus. Now, I want you to go into your crayons, and I want you to find your red crayon. Go ahead and find your red crayon. And I'm going to go into my colors and find my red food dye. Here we go. Got my red food dye, got my water. Go swoosh it around a little bit. It's a little foggy because the water is cold and the room is warm. There we go. So I've got my red food dye. Ta-da! All right. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw a stick figure in red. Stick figure in red. Actually, you know what? I'll do both with you because that's how cool I am. I'm going to take my Bible here. And we're going to draw a red stick figure. Boop. There's our Zacchaeus. You can even put a Z over his name if you want to. Did I make my Z the right way? I don't know. It's upside down and backwards for me. Let's see. Okay, so here is our stick figure Zacchaeus. Now Zacchaeus was so excited, he wanted to hear from Jesus too. He'd heard about this man who was teaching everybody about God and these new ways of love and compassion, and he wanted to see what that was all about. So he ran to the crowd. Now here's something that you don't know about Zacchaeus. Are you ready? Or maybe you do, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. That's right, a tax collector, which means, if you don't know what that is, that he collected money from people. People had to pay him to pay the government, to pay like the king or the queen or the pharaoh or whoever it was. So he was the one who took people's money. And tax collectors, including Zacchaeus, were known to tell people that they had to pay him extra money so that he gave the government, the king or queen, their money, and then he kept some for himself, which was not okay, right? That's not a good thing. So Zacchaeus, he was a tax collector, and nobody liked tax collectors. Nobody. They didn't like them at all. Zacchaeus was he was almost like hated in his city. People would ignore him, they wouldn't talk to him, they might even be mean to him because they thought he was a terrible, terrible person. And why? He took money from them, right? So that's kind of bad. Now here's something else about Zacchaeus. Not only was Zacchaeus not liked in his city, but Zacchaeus, he was a little bit shorter than everybody else. That's what the Bible tells us. Because when he ran up to the crowd to go see Jesus walk into the city, he couldn't see. He couldn't see over top of people. And when you guys can't see, because I know that you're shorter than some people sometimes, what do you do? I'm going to tell you that this past February, I went to the zoo to go see the Penguin March. And I was super excited. And what they do is at the zoo, they like rope off this path, and everybody comes to both sides so that you can see when the penguins come out of the aquarium and just walk and waddle down the path, and then they walk and waddle back up. And I was very excited to see this. But I got there late. And there were so many people in line, and I'm a pretty tall person, but there were a lot of taller people in front of me. And so I had to wait my turn and then ask if I could go up further after a little bit of time. But Zacchaeus couldn't do that because people didn't like him. So when he would ask to get further up to see Jesus, people would just ignore him or push him to the side or tell him, "Go away, why would I help you? You steal from me." So this is what Zacchaeus did. He looked around him. Everybody look around you. He saw a giant tree, and he climbed up this tree so that he could see Jesus walking by. Also, he could see Jesus walking by. Now, grab your papers again, and this time in your crayon set, I want you to grab your blue crayon. Go ahead, grab your blue crayon. All right, I got mine. And we're going to draw Jesus. All right, here we go. I've got Jesus over here. He's going to be a little bit taller since we know Zacchaeus is a little bit shorter. And I'm going to put a smiley face on Jesus because Jesus is a happy guy, right? Boom, Jesus. Oh, we could even put a J, right? A J. I am now realizing that my Z is indeed backwards. We'll put a J for Jesus. Should I fix it? I'm just going to keep it. Jesus was walking by, and he noticed that Zacchaeus was in the tree. Now, Jesus, he knows a lot of things, right? We all know this. He walks over to the tree. If you want to, you can draw a tree on your paper. Go ahead, draw a tree on your paper. He walks over to the tree and he tells Zacchaeus, "Hey, come down from that tree. Zacchaeus, come down from that tree." Zacchaeus was blown away. This is why not only was he used to being ignored and hated, and Jesus was treating him nicely, but Jesus knew his name. Jesus knew Zacchaeus' name. Could you imagine? Think of a very famous person, and you really, really like them. You love watching their YouTube videos. They're amazing. Maybe it's the guys from Dude Perfect. I don't know. But you're watching their videos, and all of a sudden you see them on the side of the road. And they say, "Hey," and they call you by name. "Hey, Danielle, come over here." What? Your favorite YouTuber knows your name? Crazy. Your favorite character, your favorite actor, your favorite singer knows your name? That's crazy. That's kind of what Zacchaeus was feeling. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And also maybe probably a little scared that he was in trouble. Because this is the dude who's known to talk about God and all of God's rules, and he knows he's broken some of God's rules. But the story gets better, guys, Because Jesus, he doesn't just come over and ask Zacchaeus to come down to the tree, but he says, Zacchaeus, let's have dinner together. Why don't you invite me over your house and we will eat together? What? Nobody wanted to eat with Zacchaeus. They hated him. They wouldn't be caught seen with Zacchaeus. It was like if you were seen with Zacchaeus and being his friend or eating over at his house, people would be like, oh, that's the guy that hangs out with Zacchaeus. Ugh. But Jesus asked to have dinner with him. What? People were really upset. How could Jesus pick Zacchaeus, the tax collector? Look at all of us standing here waiting for him. But Jesus picked him. And when Jesus went to his house for dinner, Zacchaeus, I'm going to read it from the Bible, Zacchaeus turned to Jesus and said, I will give half my wealth to the poor. And if I have cheated people from their money, I will give them back 4 times as much. Jesus showed love and compassion to Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus was so grateful, so touched. He felt so loved that he decided he was going to change. Jesus had changed him, and he was going to give back all the money and start living a better and a good life. Remember how we have our pictures here? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take all your crayons, lay them out in front of you, because I'm going to show you with my cups what to do next. And you're going to have to pick the color from the next color I use in the cup. Deal? All right. So we've got our Zacchaeus, right? Our Zacchaeus is here. He's red, and he's hated and not liked very much. People ignore him. And then on the other side, we have Jesus. Remember Jesus, we made him blue. So here's my Jesus. I'm going to drop some blue drops in here. I'm going to take away the frost. So we have Jesus here is blue, and Zacchaeus is red. Now, Zacchaeus, remember, we already said this, people didn't like him. Jesus, though, he shows compassion to everybody, and he invited Zacchaeus over for dinner. Well, I mean, he invited himself over for dinner to Zacchaeus's, and when he showed compassion and love to Zacchaeus, it changed Zacchaeus. Now that might look a little black to you guys, but it's actually purple. So grab your purple crayon, and I want you to draw a purple Zacchaeus to the other side of Jesus. Jesus showed compassion to Zacchaeus, and it changed him to my favorite color. And guess what, guys? Here's the really, really cool thing. We can do the same thing. Did you know that? We can change people for the better. I think changing from red to purple is a lot better, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. Zacchaeus was changed for the better because he realized with a little bit of love that he should be showing others love too. We all have Jesus inside of us, right? We all have love. We all have compassion inside of us. This is us. But what about if we encounter somebody who's hurting, somebody who's not having a great day, somebody who's being made fun of or ignored, or just somebody that we know needs help, right? Maybe it's somebody who doesn't know how to do their next math problem, and they're frustrated, right? And they need help. Maybe it's somebody who doesn't know how to swim, and we can help them when we see them at the pool. When we show compassion to people who need help, people who are sad or frustrated or hurt, when we show them love, we do the same thing that Jesus did. We change them. We change them to purple, guys. We change them for the good, for the better. We show them love. So be like Jesus. Show compassion, show love to everybody you meet. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter what they've done to you in the past. Maybe there was somebody who made fun of you in the past. You still show compassion to them. Maybe it's somebody who doesn't really talk to you that much because they're shy. Show them compassion. It doesn't matter what color their skin is. It doesn't matter what color their hair is, if their hair is curly or straight. It doesn't matter what color their eyes are. It doesn't matter what school they go to, what neighborhood they're from, what city or state they're from. Show them love and show them compassion, because that's what Jesus would do. Let's do I'm not going to give you guys an activity today, because here's what I want you to do. This week, I want you to be really passionate. I want you to really, really try so hard to show compassion to others that I want you to draw a picture. I guess this is kind of an activity, and I realize I said picture, weird. I want you to draw a picture or make a journal of all the times that you show compassion this week. So if you show compassion to somebody because you helped mom put the groceries away, draw a picture of it or write it down in a book. And I want you to keep track of all the times that you show compassion. And I want to see those. I want you to send those to me, email them to me, whatever you want to do, send them so I can see them. Deal? Deal. So before you go out and do that in the world this week, we need to pray. And since we did drawing stick figures today, I thought we could pray standing like a stick figure. So I'm thinking my stick figures are kind of like the legs spread out a little bit, the arms are like this a little bit. So we're gonna stick figure pray. Are you guys ready? Okay. God, thank you so much for each and every day that you give us, that you show us love, and you keep us safe and you keep us healthy. Please help us to remember to show compassion to others when we see them, when we see somebody who's hurt or somebody who's frustrated or just somebody who needs help. Help us to show them love and compassion. Thank you for all you have done for us. Please continue to keep us safe and healthy and show us immense amounts of love. In your name we pray. Everybody said, amen. I will see you guys next week, and next week's theme is Pajama Day. I know we had a Pajama Day, but we're gonna have another Pajama Day, because why not wear your PJs while you're watching primetime? It just makes sense. PJs for PT, it's great. See you guys next week. Bye. One more thing, guys, I almost forgot, but I cannot forget because today is a special day. It is Father's Day. So before we end this video, grab your dad, bring them into the living room or wherever you're watching primetime, and get them ready for a special Father's Day video right now. Happy Father's Day to all of our dads out there. Our kids at Ingomar Kids want to let you know that you are our superheroes and we love you so much. You are always there to pick us up when we fall down. You're there to cheer us on, and you're there to support us and love us always. So all of our kids have a special message just for you.
Hi, Dad, I love you, and thank you for taking me to Camp Conakry in Deer Valley. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Daddy. My favorite thing to do with you is play ball in the pool.
Hi, Dad. Happy Father's Day. You're amazing.
Hi, Daddy. I hope you have a wonderful Father's Day. My dad's superhero name is you were a superhero, your superhero name would be the Outdoor Man.
His superhero name would be Sir Dad Rocks a Lot.
If you were a superhero, your name would be Mick Smarty Pants.
Oh, my dad's superhero name would be Super Dad.
If my daddy was a superhero, his super name would be Super Fixer. Prince Zuko.
If I would give you a superhero name, it would definitely be Labor Lad.
And your superhero name would be Sir Fix-a-Lot.
You're my superhero because you kill all the bugs in the house. And his superpower is being brave. Love you, Dad.
Hey, if you were a superhero, you would have super strength and bravery.
Superhero power would be cooking yummy food.
If our dad was a superhero, his superpower would be always making us happy.
You're super smart and help us with our homework.
And his superpower would be to be there in case I need him at all times.
His power would be he could build and fix anything. Fire.
And your power would be that you're able to work all day, and then whenever you come home, you don't complain about this bad stuff, but you talk about the positive stuff.
Your power would be to fix anything.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you.
Hi, Dad. I love you. I love you, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Happy Father's Day.
We love you.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Day.
I love you.
Love you. Happy birthday, Dad. I can't wait for you to get your superpower. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy day. I love you.
I love you. Happy Father's Day. Hi, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Love you.
Bye. I love you.
I love you, Dad. Love you, Dad.
Love you, Dad.
We love you so much, and we wish you a happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's